Danger. Ted Bruger, please report to Conference Room 7. Conference Room 7.
My God. Mr. Jensen. I didn't think you'd... Oh, wow. I guess you hear about the break-in. Did you need directions or something?
It hasn't been that long, Cindy. I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that, well, things have been switched around a lot ever since the... well, since the...
Ever since the first attack?
Yes, sir. The lab floors were pretty much demolished. We're rebuilding them, but most of our researchers are working off-site now. Everyone else has been shuffled around, so if you need help finding someone...
I don't suppose we moved the helipad, did we?
I don't see how we could have moved it. Oh, you're teasing me. Very funny, Mr. Jensen. Go up the stairs to the second floor, then around the cafeteria to the exit. I think I saw Farida heading there earlier.
Where's the tech lab?
It's not really a lab, sir. It's more of an office with a lot of computer equipment shoved in it. Mr. Pritchard complains about it all the time. Go up the stairs behind me and take a right. You'll find it near the end of the hall.
You said everyone's been moved around?
Almost everyone. Who were you looking for?
Has my office been moved?
No, sir. You still have that great view of the lobby. Mr. Pritchard wanted it, but Mrs. Margulis put a stop to that. Up 2 floors and make a right.
I need to get to Sarif's office.
Oh, he and Mrs. Margulis are still in the penthouse. You can use the elevator at the left wing of the building to get there.
Thanks.
That's what I'm here for. Anything else, sir?
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir. Thank you for holding. A formal statement will be issued after the situation is resolved.
Your car lights have been left
I'm
on.
sorry. Please try again.
Mika Pine, your car lights are on.
Jensen? God, man. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. Are you here because of the break-in?
Mr. Jensen, you're looking well. Did you come in to find out about the break-in? I'm sure Athena and Mr. Sarif know what's going on.
Second one in 6 months. Only this time at the manufacturing plant. It can't just be a coincidence.
James Osterberg, please report to the central testing.
Mr. Sarif might be headed to the plant, but Athena should be up in his offices. I trust her before trusting the news.
Second one in 6 months. Only this time at the
Mr.
manufacturing
Sarif might be
plant.
headed to the plant, but Athena
can't
should
just
be up
be a
in his office.
Boss? You're back. The new look suits you. Guess you'll be hanging around the tech boys a little more now, huh? By the way, they moved the tech lab to the second floor. Mr. Pritchard was pissed. Said something about climbing stairs. Fucking prima donna. By the way, they moved the tech lab to the second floor.
Hey, boss. Good to have you back. I don't want to rush you, but any idea when you might be hiring more staff? We've been putting in a lot of hours since, well, you know, we lost some good guys. Anyway, I might know someone when you're ready. We've been putting in a lot of hours since.
Did you need something, Mr. Jensen?
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir.
Been left on. Mika Pine, your
I'm not
car
sure
lights
how I
are
feel
on.
about this memorial.
What do you mean? The least we can do is remind everyone of the sacrifices our scientists made for this company. For the world, even.
Yeah, it's the reminding part that bothers me. I've been in therapy for months trying to forget that night. Seeing the bodies coming out all burned up like that.
I wasn't there, but I heard it was gruesome.
Megan, Eric, Vasily, the whole team gone in one awful flash. How could this have happened?
The how is not important anymore. We need to honor them by being true to their vision. Show those terrorists that they can't stop us from finishing the job.
To the Human Resources
I'm sorry. I can't imagine how difficult it's been for you. You probably just want to forget, huh? Hang in there, Jensen. We need you. Hang in there, Jensen.
Jensen, good to have you
need
back, man. I can't tell you how relieved we were to hear you were going to make it. Not everyone was so lucky, huh? Not everyone was so lucky, huh?
Osterberg to the Central Testing Center.
Are you Mr. Jensen? I heard you might be coming back soon. I'm one of the new hires. Replacement, so to speak. I heard there's a problem at the manufacturing plant. It's not serious, is it?
I know, but Jensen, isn't it a bit early to toss him back into the trenches?
I hear he's almost fully recovered.
His body accepted augmentations with remarkable ease, but that doesn't mean his mind did. We all know what happened when he was with SWAT.
The Mexican town massacre wasn't his fault.
Then why was he kicked off the force? I'm just saying he's too much of a risk. Jensen, didn't hear you coming. You should probably be heading for the helipad, don't you think?
Care to repeat what you were saying about me to my face, Peterson?
Hey, listen. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just tense about the Milwaukee Junction situation. Everybody is.
And you think telling people that their chief of security isn't up to the job is a good way to make them feel better?
No, that's not what I... Look, Jensen, everybody here knows what happened to you 6 months ago. Normal people don't recover from augmentation surgery this fast.
I guess I'm not normal then.
Apparently not.
Glad we could clear that up. Oh, and for the record, I wasn't kicked off the force. I quit.
That's not what the papers said.
The papers lie.
Frank tells me he's still waiting for you, Adam. You don't have time to mess around. Get to the tech lab, or something seriously bad is gonna happen.
Welcome back, Mr. Jensen. The new look suits you.
You had your say, and I learned my lesson, all right?
Good luck tonight.
I think it was too much of a risk. I mean, it's a miracle he didn't die in that operation.
It looks fine to me.
That's not the point. Those additional implants, the tracking system, and whatever else David put inside him, it was unnecessary. The body can only take so much when it's on life support.
But obviously David felt that after the attacks, it was important to have the best possible security. Is someone there?
Been tough on everyone these past few months, especially in the new temporary lab. People keep complaining to me.
Andrew Van Wessel, please report to the Human Resources Office.
Why is David keeping the SWAT team from going in right away? Remember the last attack?
You can't compare the two. Those guys were obviously military. These ones are just vandals.
Vandals with guns and bullets that kill people.
And look, David cares about his people, but he needs to protect his client's interests. Don't worry. I'm sure he's got a plan.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem. Oh, looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken. Oh, and by the way, Jensen, I know you've gone through a lot of physical changes of late, but you didn't become a woman. Stay out of the ladies' restroom. As enjoyable as this little chit-chat has been, isn't Sarif waiting for you at the helipad? Some of our people are being held hostage, remember? You don't have time to waste. Some of our people are being held hostage.
Well, look at this. Finally decided to get off your ass, Adam. Glad to see you.
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Almost there.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
Collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotechnology firm has been attacked. The first time, 6 months ago, on the eve of controversial hearings set to scrutinize the company's research. With those hearings...
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you? 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Are you suggesting I'm not?
Just asking the question. I was one of the ones who pulled you out of that mess. Not a memory I want to relive, and I don't have to wake up to the reminder of it every day.
I'm fine.
If you say so. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. Are you all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam. I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented, Adam. So he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay. But just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways. But the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.